What's going on, guys? Krahu here, and welcome to some Medal of Honor gameplay. Now, again, this was a pretty long team assault. It was around 12 minutes or so. Pretty much for the most part because it was like 6 versus 6 throughout the entire game. But I still think I managed to pull out a pretty decent score. You know, I cut it off after like 6 minutes because it would take me forever to render. But today we have a pretty interesting topic to talk about, and I will get to it in a second. First things first, I want to apologize to you guys for this erratic, you know, posting schedule that I have right now. It's, you know, I have some stuff to do, and it really takes, you know, a while to get these videos out. But don't worry, soon everything should go back to normal. You know, 1 video per day, that's my goal. Sometimes I can do it, so I hope you guys understand. And if you guys find this video enjoyable, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment what you guys thought about the topic discussed today, and let's get pretty much going. So, actually, before we get going to the topic, excuse me, I'm using the M249. I didn't mean to use open tip ammo on it. It's kind of overkill. Usually run, you know, extra magazines. But this gun is beast. Pretty much standard LMG on Medal of Honor. I don't know how it is on other platforms, but on PS3 it's pretty decent. Not a lot of people run it per se. It's more about the M4, but you know, I run into the M249 every once in a while. So, let's get into the topic of Medal of Honor Warfighter FIRETEAMS. FIRETEAMS is something that it's completely new, and I think it's unique to the first-person genre. For the simple fact that I can't remember any other game, you know, aside from Battlefield 3 having a full-on squad, like, you know, 4 or 5 members or whatever it was. I can't remember having a video game where you team up with a buddy in like a first-person shooter setting, and basically you can run the entire map, and you know, that's pretty much that. A lot of you guys seem to be confused as to what the fire team, I guess, when they implemented the fire team, it's not really a mode, it's just something to be there so that you have a buddy that you can stay close to and, you know, get ammo from or stuff like that. A lot of you seem to be confused as to what that actually does, so I think I have a pretty good idea, so I'm trying to give my 2 cents in here, having to read up on it and the other stuff, winkety wink wink, yeah, fire team, you are not completely dependent on your fire team member. I know that from the trailers and from everything else it seems like you have to be close to your partner, but that's not really the case. That's not really the case. It's cool to see, you know, your buddy somewhere out there being highlighted, because your fire team buddy is highlighted, I believe, in green or in white outline, so you always know where that fire team buddy is. And another cool feature is that when somebody kills your fire team buddy, the person lights up in like a red outline, so you can quote-unquote wall hack him for just a split second. I mean, that's pretty decent. I mean, granted, you have like some form of communication. Let's just pretend for a while that it's the real world. So, okay, so your, you know, fire team buddy in real life is giving you like coordinates like, oh, I see 2 enemies, blah blah blah, and one of them takes them out. So obviously you have a slight idea of where that person is. So that should be pretty helpful. But that does not mean that you have to constantly be, you know, on that person's shadow or the other way around. You can still run and gun. You can still be your own person. Pretty much the most useful thing about this whole fire team buddy situation is that you can spawn on that person. You know, obviously you have set spawns, let's say in like a game mode like sector control or team assault. Sure, you can choose a random spawn, but you can also spawn on your fire team buddy and maybe save his ass, you know. And there's also score chain rewards that will grant you, you know, replenished ammunition or stuff like that. And another thing is that at the end of the game highlights like the best fire team, you know, squad in the entire game, and it's all cool, like a nice animation at the end. So that's kind of an incentive to work together. But that does not mean that one person can carry the entire team. That does not mean that at all. You can still run and gun. You can still do your own thing, get score chain kill streaks, play the objective. You know, the fire team feature is there to kind of have somebody to as an indicator as to, okay, so my fire team buddy got into a battle over there, so that must be a hot zone, so I have to be careful. So more than anything, I'm going to treat this feature as you know, as an indicator, just like I treat noob tubes in this game like an indicator. I said it on, like in my beta videos that Grand launchers in Medal of Honor are rather weak as far as consoles go. I don't know how it is on the PC, but I shoot noob tubes simply to see if somebody's there. If I get a hit marker, great. That means somebody's there. I'm gonna either toss a nade, just still piss weak, but you know, one can try. Or I could just, you know, go around and somehow flank them. So that's pretty much what is going to be, in my opinion, the most useful feature of this whole Fireteam buddy system. And of course, spawning on that person. Again, you do not have to be in close proximities with him. You don't have to think about all these crazy tactics. You can, but the maps are rather small, so tactics need to be limited. It's more about, you know, reflex shooting, flanking, and just in general keeping a strong head on your shoulders, because an enemy might pop out from right behind you and your Fireteam buddy might be there to save you. So in certain locations of a map, you know, that your Fireteam buddy may pretty much save your ass. Or let's say he has a, you know, smoke screen, scorching and kill streak, and he can just put that shit down and you can make a quick escape. I mean, one can only wonder. The game is just a couple of months away. I cannot freaking wait. Leave your comments in the comment section below as to what do you think about this whole Fireteam buddy situation. Hope you found this video informative, and it's yeah, that's pretty much that. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more Warfighter news, and I will see you 6 Legends next time.